tonight. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Washington football team versus Matthew Stafford and the Dallas Cowboys.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids.
And look at this, right away a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 90 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he returns this to the 22. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Sony Michel, his first carry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
a shotgun snap for Stafford. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
They'll run with Michel. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Michel, the ball carrier.
The numbers a week ago for Michel. 19 carries, 54 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
That's a gain of 4.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Cowboys.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin them inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they work this out past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked to, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango.
At the 28-yard line.
Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Now Michelle. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Dallas.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Michel on the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 26.
Down, Cowboys.
Stafford on first down. And incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And
throwing on third down, Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. To the air again, Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they will run it with Michel. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The end result, 21 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22.
From the 22, Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football.
A hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And does Washington have it? They do. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team are defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's a gain of 5.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack, Stafford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the ground is Michel, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. 34-24, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. 35-21, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
First and 10.
Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second down and goal. Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
The kick is good.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Tano Passanio in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's second down.
And they run the option on second down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Alu on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun, Stafford. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Dallas.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Rayshon Jenkins. A gain of 14. First down, Cowboys.
From the 50 at Stafford. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 12, Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. That throw by Brady incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
It is good.
And he's got it up and through. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Reception here by Ruggs. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
38. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
One last throw here for Stafford. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Tonight's finals, Washington.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington,
a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here,
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm feeling. Hit the bag, then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Like don't make sense, I really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tricky finger licky chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good one. Keep it racking my sauce. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me simple lies, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new Chris Foss, where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking. Nike check.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, those feelings will never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, those feelings will never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, those feelings will never be the same.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life 'cause we up. Looking back like where the love. Swear I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now
water, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go.
She right got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend. Not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a